Alright guys, welcome back to Planet Coaster 2 and back into another fun stream where we kind of showcase more of the new update. Of course, we started on the other day this B&M surf coaster. I wanted to stream yesterday, but I fought the heck out of trying to get the video out that was finished that we put out today, which is episode 15 of Windland Adventure Resort. Finally got that video out. It's like over 50 minutes long, and it took me like 3 tries to get rendered. Finally got it rendered and ready to go. So, but now we're here to step back into this awesome blueprint that we've been working on since the other day. There's a lot I want to do here, so I'm not sure how much we'll get done tonight. It's kind of late, so I do have to work tomorrow, and I don't want to stay up too late here. I don't know what the heck's going on here, but it's always funny when you first load some of the stuff up after saving it and coming back in. It always it does funny glitches like that in the stations for the coasters. It's kind of funny, actually. But anyways, we are going to go back into here, but there's a lot of cool stuff I want to do. Obviously, we did do the queue line, and then of course we did start a little bit on the exit gift shop, which will also have the on-ride photos here, which are pending, I guess. It's probably waiting for the next train, I suppose. I guess it doesn't load right away all the time, so we'll have to wait on that. How am I going to theme it? It's going to be kind of more of very similar probably to Pipeline, but it's kind of themed to this monstrous wave that's like it's like a mythical wave that you're trying to conquer. I don't know, very basic for a surf coaster, but I mean, it's a surf coaster, so I do want to do some really cool water features around some parts, maybe even trigger some stuff, where like some water fountains when it goes by. That's something I think I do kind of want to do. And I might do some of the fake water around so we can save it in a blueprint very easily. And just do some like cool water features around the layout and everything. I think it'd be pretty fun. So I'm pretty happy with how this layout turned out, especially for being my first time ever doing a B&M surf coaster. This is the first time I've ever actually did a layout for this type of coaster, and we've known about this coaster since before the game even came out. It was kind of one of the one of the new highlight coasters in the game when Planet Coaster 2 was announced. So I don't know what they're waiting on here. This is crazy. Like, just dispatch the train. They're not even letting people in, so I don't know what they're waiting on. Dispatch the train. People behind them are like waiting forever, for ages. Like, come on, man. But yeah, we're going to do a cool exit gift shop, which is what we've been working on. There we go. We finally got on-ride photos going on there. Put together a pretty cool queue line, and then also really have some cool landscaping around. Just in general, I think it'd be awesome. So with that being said, let's go ahead and work on something here. We need to actually start on a catwalk for the brake run, which does kind of suck. We also do need to do a transfer track here. We're going to do a transfer track on this back part so they can transfer on and off the tracks, or the trains, which is important. Alright, we did inside the white piece there, so we'll do the same here. We do have to do some custom catwalks here. I wish this would be straightened. I don't know what's causing it to be crooked like that. Not really sure, but I guess we'll just have to go with it, because we have to. The good thing is, after we get 2, we can... Once we select multiple, it straightens out, so that makes it easy enough. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing awesome. Thanks for being here, all of you. Set it to world? Yeah, I did. I set it to... The problem with the world is it's not aligned with the world, so it's not going to work with the world. That's the world. This is relative, so... That's usually my first trick, is try to do world, but unfortunately it's not aligned with the world at the moment, so... but since it's not aligned with the world, it's not going to be correct. Since it's obviously not straightened out, so... But once you have, like, a certain amount of pieces selected, like, then it kind of works, which is kind of weird, so I don't really know why it does that. But you can see, like, it's on relative here, that's world right here. Like, world is also crooked, so... Still doesn't help, unfortunately. Not really much I can do about it, either. Unless I have multiple pieces selected. We're going to do the outside piece here because I think it makes more sense for if they were to get stuck out here and had to walk back in, that they end up on the exit side. That's how I wish a lot of coasters would do it, because some coasters don't do that. But if I was designing rides and had to make catwalks like this, I would put the catwalks where it leads you into the exit side of things. Just makes the most sense to me. But we're going to continue on our catwalk here. Hopefully we can... the hardest part here for this catwalk is just going to be the these turns, so... Multiple rides to one kiosk, because if you put it in... That's what does, sadly. What? Multiple rides to one kiosk. Why would you want us... do that? I don't see why you'd need to do that. I guess it could be nice, but I don't know why. Second exit on the load side. There is no exit on the load side. Yeah, I wish Outlaw's catwalk would have been on the other side for the brake run. There's a catwalk all the way through the transfer track, but there's not a walkway past that. So you don't have to make one for each ride. But each ride would have their own kiosk to begin with, so... or their own little shop to begin with, so... to me, it's more realistic to have one for each one. One gift shop? On the front? What are you talking about? Are you talking about photos or catwalks or exits? I don't even know what you're talking about. I mean, we have the emergency gate and the queue, but that's what it's for, is emergencies. I mean, we sometimes send... I mean, when we have to evac people off the brake run, we have them go through the gate and then go through the emergency exit so they can head around to the other side, but... that's about it. Alright, now we're gonna just do this piece here so we can just select both of them on the straight section. Actually, the straight section's actually short, so I don't actually... never mind, that would not make sense of me to do that. So, and we're also probably going to be changing elevation here too. It's going to be slight... you can see the elevation kind of changes a little bit as well. once we get around to there. I just want to get this catwalk out of the way. I kept thinking about it. I was like, I'm going to have to do a catwalk around here. Okay, this is just bugging me. I don't know why they're waiting so long to dispatch trains. So maximum waiting time is going to be no more than 55 seconds. Minimum waiting time. I like to usually set these the same. Minimum interval, maximum wait, half load. But yeah, it's waiting for a certain amount of people, but we don't have a ton of people coming through right now, so that's the thing. I think they've adjusted stuff on the game right now because, like, or have adjusted. I don't know if it's been this update or a previous one, but I actually built this catwalk myself. It is very simple too, honestly. Like, I did not put much effort into it either. Like, it's literally like 3 pieces too. Yeah. Oh wait, no, there's a few more of the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces right here. I mean, I can put it on the workshop if you want to. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it literally, all it uses is the metal walkway, and I used it up on the side as well, on both there and there. I think I made it smaller too. I sized it down, and then I just used these little iron girder pieces on the bottom as the support, and then you just plug that into the track, and boom. It did turn out pretty good for being as simple as it is. The reason why I have to use it on here is because there's actually no in-game catwalk for the B&M Surf Coaster. When you do catwalks, it does the coaster net, which looks great, but it's not a catwalk. It's just a coaster net. So that's something that I think should be separate. Like, I love the idea of the coaster nets. I actually think that'd be kind of cool if Frontier implemented a coaster net option and also a catwalk option. So, like, that way they'd be separate from each other, and I think they should have them on all the coasters. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be cool. That's what I would do anyways. Because don't get me wrong, I like having the coaster net here on the B&M Surf Coaster, but it's the only one that offers that, and it counts as their in-game catwalk, which makes no sense. It's not a catwalk. It's a coaster net. And again, I love the coaster net. Looks pretty cool. But again, it's not a catwalk. Alright, what I'm gonna do here, actually, why is this one oh, okay, maybe it's not. I thought it was, that one was kind of, it was straightened, and I was like, what the heck? Sometimes it does do that, though. It's, like, random. Now, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a double off to the side. And I use that just for efficiency. I wasn't on relative axis, that's why. The catwalk for the launch might be too long. What do you mean it's too long? There needs to be a catwalk on the launch. Why would I have a spot where there isn't one? Gotta cover all spaces in case the train gets stuck in one of those spots. Am I wrong? How would it be too long? That's just my question. I'm just curious of why you would say that. Are you saying I shouldn't have the little bit here? I mean, I think it makes sense because even if they aren't using it for evacs, it'd be really useful for, like, maintenance teams to do, like, practically. Maintenance could easily look at these, like, if they need to do maintenance on the launch fins. What I found in the surf coaster on Pipeline There's actually, the first bit actually doesn't have a catwalk, which is weird. But practically, for practicality, I think it makes sense to do there. And what do you mean surf coaster in San Antonio? There's not one. There's only one. What's up, Eli? How's it going? There's only one surf coaster. There's Pipeline. And that's in Orlando. But yeah, like, I think it's like the first bit. I don't know how that works, but yeah, like the first bit doesn't have a catwalk, but I'm making it where it does on this one because like that way you can just step from the dock onto here. For simplistic simplicity. For some reason I thought SeaWorld San Antonio. Gotcha. Yeah, there is a SeaWorld in San Antonio. I wonder if we're gonna start seeing more more B&M surf coasters. What do you guys think? Should we see more B&M surf coasters? Do you like B&M surf coasters? I have not been on Pipeline. I've been to SeaWorld Orlando, but I have not been on Pipeline because I have not... Actually, I have not been... I've been to that park, but I haven't been there since 2016. That was the last time I've been to SeaWorld Orlando, and I just missed out on the opening of Mako, because that was the year Mako was opening, but I missed it. And I missed it because it was opening like 2 weeks later. Definitely going to be more, but very possible it'll be copy and paste. Yeah, I could see that. I could see them cloning it, maybe. I'd like to see more original layouts personally, but I wonder if we'll see more at either Busch Gardens or if they'd put it anywhere else. Who knows? Alright, I'm just trying to get it to where we get to the straight section. That will be the quickest part. Yeah, I've been on Hulk myself. Do love Incredible Hulk. It's a fun ride. Alright, I do probably need to compare where the trains are here. So I can make sure that these are in a good spot. It doesn't have to be perfect, but like, I want them to be... make sense, you know. Did I custom support this one? I did custom support a good majority of it. I did with partial supports on the big elements. Like, these are custom supported. These ones are not. These ones are custom supported. That right there is not. The 0G roll is. This is custom supported. These turns right here, just a few of the lower to the ground pieces are, like, you can tell, like, where I used custom supports and where the smaller supports are. I did partial supports on this one. And because I feel like that's all I needed to do. I did only the stuff I felt like I needed. The rest of it, I just kind of like, I don't really need to do those, you know. I was there before Hagrid's. Yeah, I've been on the coasters before Hagrid's, which was Dragon Challenge or Dueling Dragons back in the older days. Did love those rides. I do prefer Hagrid's, but those are really cool. I never got to ride it Dueling. I only rode it when it was in the Harry Potter section as Dragon Challenge. Never rode it when it was Dueling Dragons, when they did Duel, and never got... I did ride both sides, but I never got the chance to ride it while dueling. So really cool to see, like, Epic Universe getting a dueling coaster with Stardust Racers. which sounds amazing, by the way. I'm super pumped. I cannot wait to get to Epic Universe and experience Stardust Racers, because there's some people that are saying it's even better than Velocicoaster. Some people still prefer Velocicoaster. I'm curious of what my opinion will be. For me, I don't know how anything can beat Velocicoaster. Like, whew. Velocicoaster is just on another level. Alright, let's put this here. It's pretty far away from the track. I mean, it's fine, but like, I feel like it should be a little closer to the train. We could do some slight adjustment, sneaky adjustments here without anyone noticing. I mean, you guys might notice, but yeah, that's besides the point. Ooh, it's not even connected to the track. Am I that far off now? Darn. Yeah, we should be actually around up here. And that's roughly where we should be. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to select a lot of this and try and adjust it as a whole. See if I can... See if we can get it a little closer. Maybe not. Blah. Saw Pantherian testing when I was driving past King's Dominion earlier today. That's awesome. I have an opinion when I go ride it. Gotta save up for one of those big hotels. So yeah, I want to stay on site. Six Flags Over Texas. Titan was a good one. I haven't been on Titan, but I have been on Goliath at Six Flags Magic Mountain. It's basically the same ride. And I always thought that was pretty... I thought it was pretty solid. Like, not bad, actually. It was pretty good. I don't think these need to be, like, crazy good or perfect, but, like, I want them to look or be somewhat practical. We just gotta go to the end there. Slightly different. Yeah, I don't think there's like too big of a difference. I think there is a small difference, but like it's not too drastic. But I've never been to Six Flags Over Texas before. I have been to Texas though. One time. This will just be a very janky catwalk. See, the problem is that none of these are connected to anything, so I gotta fix that issue too. I have, like, kind of a fix in mind, but, like, you could call it kind of lazy, but... But I appreciate you guys being here on a very late night stream. Really do appreciate it. Sorry it is get a little bit late, but had to make some dinner and all that fun stuff. You understand. All right, here's the game plan here. We're gonna get one of these guys, and I'm going to scale it back up a little bit if the camera will work with me. And we're going to put it underneath here. As if it's kind of connecting the... connecting these pieces with the track. That's my lazy fix here. I'm sticking to it. I know it's lazy. Don't at me. Honestly, it's kind of genius, I think. So I don't have to... I wasn't going to go crazy on these catwalks. I didn't want to spend that crazy amount of time getting it super duper precise. It's fine. Like I said, I know I'm going lazy here. I know what I am. I do have to work tomorrow, so I probably won't go for too long tonight. Won't go super crazy long, but I at least want to get some work done. I don't want to... Oh my gosh, this is not even... Is it so far off? That's embarrassing. I thought I was so smart and clever here. I thought I was so smart and clever. Now I'm just like, you know what? I'm not that smart and clever. Not as much as I thought I was. But you know what? We're still going with the lazy route. We're gonna do lazy fixes. Just like they would in real life. Lazy fixes are the way to go sometimes. Don't at me. I know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna do this until they start connecting again, I guess. We're just gonna go around the turn. I just don't want it floating. So we're just gonna do this. Alright, we're almost to where it's connecting there. At least on this track, it is where the break those pieces are. The track's very thin, where there's no brakes or special components going on. When there's no like block zones or stuff, like the track gets very much thinner. Because this was all originally attached to like a launch track, which had beefier backbone to the track pieces. So I remember the blueprints can be 8,000 pieces now, so I don't think we have to worry about going over our piece count too much. But I'm still keeping the piece count manageable, okay? Alright, well, let's just get this last one in. It's fine. No one will even notice. Unless you're looking crazy closely, you're not even gonna worry about that. You know what I'm saying? You're the only one here? No, absolutely not. You're not. What? Can I see the chat? I absolutely can. Of course, welcome. I definitely can. You're a top fan, apparently. I didn't know what that meant. There's like top fan. There's like, because you have like a little crown next to your name. I didn't know what that meant. It says top fan. I don't know. Is that something new in YouTube? I guess I don't keep up to date with that stuff. All right, for any of you that haven't seen us work on this the other day, we're kind of trying to utilize the new souvenir shops. And I'm tired of people going back behind the counter, so we're going to place some barriers here so they don't go behind the counter. Actually, let's put it right about here. Like, stop going through the counter. You silly guests. Maybe that'll help. I don't know if we'll see if I need to put one in the front, too. Silver Dollar City Creation. I never finished Planet Coaster 1, but we have revived that series that will be in Planet Coaster 2. I've been live streaming it. There's going to be episodes eventually, but I'm going to release the episodes when I finish the phases. If that makes sense. And I'm doing like a full like on phase thing so I can make sure I get a decent amount of progress done with it this time. Go to Silver Dollar City every summer basically, so I love them absolutely. Hey, if you ever see me there, say hey. I'm either going to be at Outlaw Run or Powder Keg. I could be at another ride, but those are the two I'm most likely going to be at. Because those are my home rides, so. Those be the home rides. Should get a transfer building here. I have to close the ride, though. I don't want to have to close the ride, but we're gonna have to do what I want. I live very close to Silver Dollar City. I live about 15 minutes away, so. And of course, I work there, so. But yeah, I work at Outlaw Run and Powder Keg are my two home rides. That'd be my home. I'm also signed off at Time Traveler, Fire in the Hole, Barn Swing, and Silos. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and now split from building so that can be its own entity. I was signed off at Wildfire last year. I haven't done my re-sign this year yet, so I'm not signed off this season, but at some point I'll probably get back over there. I only worked there one time last year, and it was for like 40 minutes. Your Western theme park? I love Western theme parks. Honestly, it's one of the themes that I do the most of. We should do another community stream where I will view a lot of the community creations again at some point. It's been a while since I've done one of those. Never thought I'd be able to talk to this guy. Well, here you go. So very underrated. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I don't think I'm that underrated. But, like, I've been very inactive this year. in my opinion. Like, just in general, and 2025 has not been the best year for my channel so far, but honestly, I'm happy, though. I'm trying to get back into things, and, you know, now with my PC, hopefully I got the issues resolved. I haven't had any issues, knock on wood, since I made the adjustments, but we're gonna have to close this. I'm sorry, guests. I'm sorry. People are gonna be so mad. I got yelled at today, by the way. Oh gosh, it just drops off now. I don't know, remember it doing that before. Got yelled at by people towards the end of the day too. It was fun. The kid wasn't tall enough. Claim they rode earlier in the day, which very well may be the case, but it does happen sometimes, and it does suck when that happens. They did previously ride earlier in the day, which is why we need to, like, preach to the teams, like, we need to stay consistent, we need to make sure we're catching these things, and, well, you know, it happens. These things do end up happening sometimes, so, but... Oh yeah, Eli knows what I'm talking about, you were there. I was kind of, like, over it. I was trying to help them, but they just kept yelling at me, so I just, like, you know what, get out of here, basically. I was like, if you don't want me to help you, then, like, you know. Basically, what I was trying to tell them, I was like, go down to the measuring station, down at at the fire district, at the firehouse. We have a measuring station where they can get a wristband. If he gets a wristband and has the correct height on there, then we'll let him ride. But he's measuring too short at the ride, therefore I can't let him ride. But he wouldn't even let me talk, and he was just yelling at me the whole time, so I was like, okay, well, sorry. Nothing I can do for you. Like, I literally just said multiple times, I'm like, I'm just doing my job, man. My job is to keep everyone on the ride safe. But, you know, it's not my first rodeo. I've been yelled at so many times for their kid not being tall enough. Like, that's just... So many times. I've been yelled at so many times for that. So, nothing new. How do you join the Discord? Good question. In my older videos, I used to, provide a link. I should probably start doing that again. To be honest. Yeah, so I need to get a link. We can post it. Hold on. Let me try and get you a link to the Discord. I need to do a better job at that. I can't remember the last video I had that actually had a link to my Discord. It's been a while. And I should do that. Let me get that link to you. Hold on. I'm working on it. I think one of these videos should have it. Nope, not that one. Even further down. Jeez, how long ago has it been since I've actually done that? I need to start doing that now. I'm gonna make sure I have links on my Discord, to my Discord, in all my videos. There it is. Okay. Discord server. Let me know if this works. I'm posting it in there now. If that doesn't work, let me know, and I can generate a new invite. That one should work, though. So, yeah, I'm going to start putting that... I need to start putting that link in my videos again. I just haven't done it in a long time. So... but yeah, try that link first, and it worked sweet. Okay, I'm going to start... make sure I get those in my videos from now on, and make sure they're in my descriptions again. I got I don't know if I just got lazy or what, but like I have not gotten those in a while. So okay, let's. Oh, I need to delete that. Not test. I need to delete this round piece there. There we go. Oh, we create a transfer track here. A little maintenance shed. Be beautiful. I wish you posted your Planet Coaster 1 Silver Dollar City recreation. Just like one, but it's not that. Yeah, my new recreation is going to be so much more accurate. I'm actually using a floor plan this time. And I'm still in the entrance area, but it's looking so much better. And being able to attach the scenery pieces, I mean, I can give you a little bit of a... If you haven't seen it already, I did, here's Fire in the Holes trains. So I've actually made the trains of each coaster. Got Fire in the Holes train, here's Powder Kegs trains. Turn out okay, I still don't... The barrel always turns out weird on this one. You can even see it says Silver Dollar City on the front. Powder Keg trains, and then we have Outlaw Runs. This one was a tough one to get right. About as best as I could do with it. With the generic RMC trains, they were very hard to kind of get right. But I think it turned out decent. Even have the WM on the side. For Western Missouri. But yeah, we'll get back into Silver Dollar City soon on those streams. And then we're going to do, like, proper videos for those at some point. I have Time Traveler trains, too. There's the Time Traveler layout, but I do have time. I think I saved Time Traveler's trains also. Not that one. That is somebody else's. There it is. Here's Time Traveler's trains. Oh, I got the gate on the front, too. They're not the greatest, but I think I did okay on these ones. Even has the time dial, the Silver Dollar City logo on the front. Tried to do my best on that one, but that's what it is. I'm just glad we have the Mach Extreme Spinning Coaster in the game now. That's a huge game changer for me. I've always wanted it in the game. I finally got it through the first DLC they gave us. Seekers pack. Which was still a disappointing pack, but it made it... It was great for me because it had that coaster type in there, so... A VR version where you can go in people's theme parks in VR, that would be amazing. Yeah, I would love that. I think it'd be cool to do VR. Also have like a multiplayer mode where you can run around parks with friends online. And then also do like an operation mode where you can actually operate your rides. That would be sick. Being able to like actually operate the ride panel. That would be sick. I would love that so much. What are you doing? Oh, because I closed the ride. I don't think I need to do anything else. I think we can open it back up now. It's gonna make me test it though. Long stream tonight? Probably not. It's a late night stream, so... I probably won't stay up too late, because I gotta work in the morning, so... You have your own avatar. Yeah, you do. So, I think it'd be such a cool feature to add. And I feel like they could do it. I'm not, like, expecting them to. And it would be a really cool surprise if they did add a multiplayer like that, where you could actually visit parks in first person, or even third person would be kind of cool. And then also have an operator mode where you can actually operate the rides. Would be so awesome. But we gotta work with what we have now. I don't know if you guys have heard a new game that got announced. It's being built or made by like a few people of the theme park simulation community that are using Unreal Engine, and they're making a theme park game called I think it's called Meta Parks. It looks really cool, and you're going to be able to run around with friends in your parks and stuff, which is pretty awesome. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but like it could be pretty cool actually, and I'm hoping for the best for it. So I didn't know about it until I saw some other creators' videos on it. Will it be anything special? I'm not sure. It looks like it is very ambitious. And I hope that it does turn out great. It's a very ambitious project, but I'm rooting for them for sure. I wanted that color. Wait, no, I want the blue color. I want the support color. That's what I want. I want the support color. We'll have both there just in case we need it. The one that was released like a year ago with the custom trains. I don't know which one you're talking about. Custom trains. You should add real parks to it. That'd be awesome too. I think it'd be cool if... I really hope they have some DLC that has like some collaborations with parks. How awesome would it if we got like an Epic Universe collaboration and they actually have like assets for like Epic Universe and stuff? That would be epic. No pun intended. No, just kidding. Pun intended. Pun was definitely intended there. Oh, Park Studio. I know what you're talking about now. I didn't have custom trains, but they had really cool trains. Or it looked good. It had some potential too. It's still going on. Like, it's still being developed, just very slowly. I was like... I've actually talked to the developer of that one, and... I don't know, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because... It was during the time Planet Coaster 2 was, like, starting to get announced and stuff like that, and a lot of attention came to Planet Coaster 2, and he got a little bit upset with us content creators because we were talking more about Planet Coaster 2 than his game. And he got a little upset with us content creators because we kind of stopped playing his game because Planet Coaster 2 was a thing, so... Rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. Still a great guy, like, I can understand his frustration and like where he's coming from, because everyone kind of stopped paying attention to his game. But come on, Planet Coaster 2 got announced, and it's like, what did you expect? Still awesome. He's still developing the game, just kind of like a slower pace and everything. And I haven't really checked it out since Planet Coaster 2's come out, but I do feel kind of a little bit bad, because like I was very much supportive at that game when it was first being developed, and this was before Planet Coaster 2 got announced. So I was like, well, this is like a good fallback if Planet Coaster 2 doesn't happen, you know? That's kind of how I was kind of thinking about it. Then Planet Coaster 2 happened, and you know, and Planet Coaster 2 is a more complete game, so like, yeah, I'm going to be playing it a lot more often, but I hope he keeps developing the game, because competition is good. So don't get me wrong there. Like, I do think it is important for games to have competition. So like, if Meta Parks takes off, you never know if that turns into something. You know, that could be good competition as well. Anyways, I think more games, the better. Like, the more competition, the better, because that means each one's going to have to step up their game. The only thing is, the rest of the games are all, like, indie games, so it's kind of really tough for them to get their games out to the world. So it is kind of up to us content creators to kind of spread the word about those a little bit, but I feel like I have too many rows of stuff. Let's get rid of one of them and space these out a little bit more evenly. I felt like I had too many rows of support pieces there, so I think 4 should be about the max. All right, that's about perfect length on the train there. Once Planet Coaster 2 makes swing launches, I'll start thinking it's better than No Limits 2 when it comes to coasters. Yeah, I think they will introduce swing launches at some point, but there is a mod in the meantime that does allow us to do swing launches, which I do have that mod. It is very finicky, though, and really tough to kind of get right. You have to be very precise on when you do use it, though. So, and it is kind of finicky to use and really tough to use. It'd be so much easier if Planet Coaster Frontier just added like the function of swing launches. So, are they doable and possible? Yes, they are possible with the addition of that mod, and I currently do have that mod, just in case I ever do want to do swing launches. But hopefully there will be an actual. I think they're going to add it in DLC. I think there will be a coaster type that will have swing launches, and I think it'll be like the next gen Intamin, which will be like your kind of like your Velocicoaster style type ride. I do think those are going to come, but I think it'll be in a DLC because it's heavily requested, and Frontier would be able to profit off of that. So. With a really nice ride pack, I don't mind supporting that. I know a lot of people would wish that these things were free, which I understand to a certain extent, but if we want, these kind of games to keep going on, we need to support the developers, and hey, they're at least giving us stuff that we do want. Yes, we have to pay for it sometimes, but I just hope we get better value than what we did in the first DLC. The first DLC didn't have the best value, because I only think you didn't get that many rides for the price that it costed, and I can understand why people are upset with that. It was worth it for me just because it had the Mach Extreme Spinning Coaster. I would have paid a lot of money for that, so to begin with. That doesn't mess up my game at all. It is a finicky mod, and it's really hard to get right. I will say that. But I never had any issues with it breaking my game. Making Wildfire Console Edition just for the heck of it. I can't wait to make Wildfire. That'll be a fun one to do. Shall get there at some point. Phone is buzzing. Alright, we are not going to be able to do that. Let me make sure I have, yes, this color selected. We do. Okay. So we're going to make our own. Is that the aquatic one? It doesn't look like it. Or am I going crazy? No, it's just a different color, which is throwing me off. Alright, that's skinny enough. Perfect. Bum, bum, bum. We might have to move this over a bit so it fits. Or move the tracks closer together. I don't know why I have them so far apart. Might just do that, actually. That's better. And we'll just move the building over a tad. That's better. Gotta go. Discord. All right. Well, hope you have fun in the Discord, and thank you so much for being a part of the stream. Awesome. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much for being here. You're making me feel old, by the way, with that one comment. That I started Sword of Sea back in 2017. I was like 5 in 2017. I actually think I started it in 2016. I started that recreation when the game first came out, when Planet Coaster 1 first came out. So I actually think I started it in 2016. And never ended up finishing it. But I hopefully am determined this time around. I know I probably disappointed a lot of people that I didn't end up finishing it. But I think the my process this time is going to be a lot better overall. I'm a lot more excited this time around. I think I'm going to do a much better job at getting it complete. Because I have a better plan for it this time. That I think is just going to be a lot better. It's going to work. I'm going to go in phases. I'm not going to jump around the park. We're going to do one area at a time. And it's going to work. Alright, looking pretty good. Wish we would have been getting a little bit more done, but we're getting kind of some of the unfun, tedious stuff done tonight, it seems like. So just kind of like the stuff you don't always want to work on. Get some of that done. Before we get into some of the good stuff. I'm going to be right back. Wife is calling me for something, so I'll be right back. Don't want to keep her waiting. So I'll be right back. I did finish the Time Traveler Recreation. Yes, I have it on the workshop, so, but I'll be right back. Sorry that took so long. Anyone still here? Oh gosh. Are we talking about chicken nuggies? The heck? What the heck? Age OK5. What's up? Yeah, I did. We talked to. I remember seeing that comment. Time Traveler Recreation. We did build that. Sorry it took so long, Jesse. My wife bought some Pokemon cards and she bought me one, so I was geeking out over that. She bought me a Radiant Charizard. It looks really cool. Such a cool card. For nerds who've been collecting Pokemon cards lately. Which is a bad time to collect them because of all the scalpers right now. Darn scalpers. Ruining all the fun. Except for your wife. Alright. Yeah, we have like the new ETBs. We actually pre-ordered the ETBs for White Flare and Black Bolt. We actually have a couple of those ETBs coming our way. We actually ended up getting some. We were able to fight the bots off, and we also have Walmart Plus, so we were able to get into the pre-orders before everyone else, so which actually did make it a lot easier, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, but she's IE. Jessie. Anyways, thank you guys so much for your patience. I appreciate that. Hopefully we didn't lose too many people during that. Let's get this building kind of finished up. No, we're not doing anything crazy fun today. Let's do a different color for the top here. Why not? Let's go crazy. What if we do a flat top? That would be interesting, right? I think that's what we're. Let's go. Yeah, can't talk. That's what we're gonna do. I was trying to say. All right, so let's do something that has a flat option as well. I guess we could use like. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, really excited for those Pokemon cards, and I always thought about like opening some packs on some videos or something. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that, if anybody is as big as a nerd as I am, but finished Wildfire. That was pretty fast. I'm gonna be honest, when I do my Wildfire recreation, it's probably gonna take me like a month. Because I'm going to be doing all the detail work on it. I'm doing all the details, all custom supports. We're going to do all that fun stuff. It's gotta be pretty perfect. Alright, let's see if we can find a flat roof. I really like that corrugated roof, the metal one. It's pretty cool. Do we have a flat version of this, though? I should have checked that. I don't think we do. There should be a freeform piece, though. Yeah, this guy. Only thing is with that, it's gonna be weird getting that to work, though. You can do quite a bit of detail on console. You just can't do all the fun stuff. But you can still do quite a bit. You could do custom supports and such on it. I'm talking detail work. I'm talking custom supports. I'm talking about the station, making the queue line look exactly the same. Stuff like that. Doing all the fun stuff. We're gonna try and make this look okay. Like, the top is gonna look really weird. It'll give it some character, right? It's fine. Okay, let's get a little bit more detail work into this. Happy I didn't get Planet Coaster 1 on my PC because I was thinking about getting it. Then Planet Coaster 2 was announced 3 days after. There you go. Yeah, that was a good thing there. Of course, I've had Planet Coaster... I had Planet Coaster 1 during the alpha days, like a year before. Not quite, it was just a little under a year before it came out. I think it came out November of 2016. I had access to it in like January or February, something like that, when the early access first came out. It was the alpha versions when we had 2 coaster types to choose from. Now those were the times, man. Oh, it was so different back then. It's crazy looking at old footage from the alpha versions of the game. Like, crazy insane difference. How stuff worked back then. Absolutely adore Planet Coaster 1. But, like, it would be so hard to go back to Planet Coaster 1 in any way, shape, or form, mostly because of, like, for me, it's like the load times are so much faster in Planet Coaster 2. The optimization is so much better in Planet Coaster 2. There's just so much Planet Coaster 2 has going for it. And obviously, we're still waiting on a few features to come back. They've gotten a good majority of them back. Thank goodness. I was so worried that maybe some of the features wouldn't make it back, but with these last few free updates that they've been doing, we've been getting a ton of them back, so. Still waiting on a few, waiting for that custom scenario editor. Waiting for that to come back. That needs to come back. I hope it comes back. Just allows a lot more customization for your worlds that you build, so. I do want that to make a return. Please, please, please. For those that haven't gotten a POV of this, by the way, let's go ahead and ride it if you haven't seen it already. But, like, we're to the point where, like, Planet Coaster 2 base game compared to Planet Coaster 1 base game. We're not counting all the DLCs because Planet Coaster 2 does not have that many yet. Like, I think Planet Coaster 2 is miles ahead of Planet Coaster 1 at this point. Again, just that couple of things that need to return, but besides that, really good spot right now. Silas, what's up? How's it going, man? I still think this layout turned out pretty good. I like the layout. Eh. That launch looks sick. Feeling pretty good tonight. Awesome. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling great, actually. Myself. Got Eli in here. We got Silas in here. We got all the ops. Make Eli a mod. I don't know if Eli wants to be a mod. Just don't have a wrench next to my name. I mean, it just means you can. Uh, basically, a mod is being you get a job without being paid. You know, that's basically what it is. I'm good with being a kid. Correction, mod. So you want to be you're good with being a kid? That was funny. So I know what you meant. That was just funny. Your YouTube membership expired. Oh no, that's a problem. Need to add like a door at the bottom of this. Need a doorway. Autocorrect. Why did it autocorrect mod into kid though? That's interesting. That is quite interesting actually. Is that a custom catwalk? It is a custom catwalk. You're not seeing things. That is very much custom. I placed all of it down myself. Because this coaster type doesn't actually have catwalks, so I had to make my own. The custom catwalk in the game is literally this coaster net, which looks nice, and it's really cool that we can have coaster nets on this coaster type, but it's not a catwalk, but it categorizes it as the catwalk, which is weird. So had to make my own. Right, I guess we can open this back up. Potato. Yeah, looking pretty nice. I can't wait till this is done. Maybe we should work a little bit more on the station. Is there anything else I want to add to the station? I need to add some, like, control panels and such. this the one? Who made this one? Yes, I remember what a 1088 is. We were talking about that earlier today at Powder Keg. I was there when 1088 was invented, okay, Silas? Yeah, only the cool kids know what 1088 is. In Silver City terms. I'm not gonna say what it is here, though. Make nets for other rides and make separate category instead of... I was actually just talking about that earlier. You're absolutely right. They need to make coaster nets and add them to all the coasters so we can have the coaster nets on the rest of them. I think that'd be awesome, and then have a different category for the actual catwalks. I absolutely 100% agree. We were actually talking about that earlier, too. When I was actually we were building the catwalks, and I mentioned that. You need to explain before what happened. Yes, I remember when that code was invented, okay? I wonder if I could rig it up to have employees on dock. Let's see. Sorry, I gotta do something real quick. Hold on. Give me a sec. What the heck took out of my account? Oh my gosh. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, we got people going on it. Very nice. So Silas, are you gonna explain what happened, or are you just gonna leave me in suspense? Or are you actually gonna send me a DM? I'm very confused about that. Yeah, this is your op panel. You have... What is the thing off to the side? What is that? What is this? Explain. I probably won't, but like... I don't know what this is. Oh, there's a... I missed that one. Outlaw tonight and said 1088 was all over me. It was something. They were all over you? Control box. I don't know if I want to do too much more tonight, but I basically want, I do want kind of like a control box for the transfer track, so there's something on the side here. I don't know, I might use something similar to this. What did they use? I'm very curious of what they used here. What is this? What is this piece? What is this? Font 3D. Oh, it's the period, I think, from the letters. I think that's what that is. Sweet, sweet. Bum, 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 bum. So I might be able to... I'm trying to think if I should be able to make my own. Okay, this is using the air conditioning unit. That's interesting. They just covered that up with whatever this is. Electrical outlet. That's so clever. Yeah, it's not functional. I mean, you can make this, you could make this in those as well. You actually could. Alright, we might actually... Okay, so they actually have it facing that way, and this... Okay, I see. I see. Kind of want to, like, replicate what they did here, but not exactly the same. Make it my own, sort of. I just want to use this as the panel itself. And we're just going to have to try and get it to where it's mounted right here. Perfect. Get ourselves some buttons. Good old buttons. We could use an E-stop. That and that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on here. Right. Yeah, I'll check DMs in a little while. Oh, that's like one. piece? Oh, it's just an electrical switch. How about that? Can I make that even smaller? Probably can. This one we're gonna make a blue switch. I'm gonna pretend I know what these are. New update. I also didn't see this comment, sorry. New update is incredible, but the amount of stuff you can connect to a counter is too little. Get that once I start making a park with 13 to 18 roller coasters, realistic, and a huge gift shop, so the park can make money, but I see what you mean. Park. So I don't know exactly how many connect myself. Like I haven't actually looked at that. I was wondering if there was like an actual like limit on how much you could do. Pillar. Connect our console. It's black. Figure that out. Not sure what that is. It's gonna have lots of buttons. Say that one moves forwards, back, and then we have a couple of different buttons for some other things, like e-stop and all that fun stuff too. I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. We might detail it later, a little bit more later, but that's our little console for the transfer track. Sweet, sweet. Actual wall pieces here, or am I just using all of these? I've just been using all of these, so we should make the other wall over here. That way we can say we made some progress in the gift shop. Yeah, I did saw it got stuck. Hey, what's up? Got everyone in chat today. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Good to see y'all here. It's like we got the bit of the gang back together, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's here tonight. Told Silas about how we turned Powder Keg into Tornado. I have not told him yet. We were having fun at Powder Keg tonight. Not gonna lie, we had a fun crew today at Powder Keg. Had me, Ryan. Oh no, it's Brecken. Everyone's here. Just all the ops are here today. Now we really have trouble, because now Brecken's in there. Got all the ops today. We got Eli, Silas, Brecken, Ryan. Everyone's here. Powder keg! Now, every time we dispatch the train, you know how we always say, arms down, head back, have a blast? But we're adding on, have a blast on, powder keg! Powder keg! Powder keg! As the train went out, kind of replicating the tornado, guy from Adventureland who does his little tornado! Tornado, except we were yelling powder keg. Powder keg! Powder keg! It was a lot of fun. Fun crew today. Fun crew. Yeah, we got the guests into it. They were actually like, there'd be a time where I wouldn't yell powder keg, and then they'd start doing it at me, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to do the powder keg thing. Outlaw was kind of boring. We stayed entertained at powder keg. I didn't want it to become boring, so we made sure it wasn't boring. We made sure that. Doing that tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'm at Powder Keg again tomorrow. What's our crew looking like? Who's working tomorrow? Curious. Is it gonna be another fun day tomorrow? Let's see, Thursday, Powder Keg. We got Dennis, me, Amy, Eli, Denham, and Emma. So it looks like a fun crew, like a good crew. But the ones that are gonna be there today that was there yesterday is me and Eli. That's the only two that were here today that's gonna be there tomorrow. Why are these people stuck? Why? Wait, are you forever stuck, or like, what's going on here? Hopefully not. Yeah, we got Dennis. Maybe we can get Dennis into it. I doubt it. We can get him to start doing the the powder keg thing. I doubt he'll do it, but it would be entertaining. Yeah, I don't like it when guests get stuck. I hate that glitch. Like, how'd they get stuck? How are you stuck? And it won't let me move them either. That's the worst part. Like, I'm trying, I want to get them unstuck, but it won't let me move them. Only way I feel like I can do anything here is like delete the path and then bring the path back. I mean, I got them unstuck, but like, I just hope it doesn't happen again. All right. How far down would this be? That's a little bit too far. That's okay. We can just scale it down. That's the beauty of Planet Coaster 2. Scaling. I really want this interior to turn out really good. I just, let's turn off paths. And I want to move these over a little bit more. Hopefully without glitching anyone out. Brecken sure is one of a kind, that is true. Is that in a good way or a bad way? We'll leave that in mysteries. They did a great job on the ride photos. I absolutely love how they did ride photos. The only thing, like, this isn't even like a negative. I just think it'd be cool if maybe they could add more to it. Like, it just has me thinking about it. You know how, like, most ride photos and a lot of rides, you know, have, like, some cool borders or something? It'd be cool if we could add, like, borders around it, like, themed borders around it. That'd be kind of cool. Like, most photos have, like, the logo of the ride and stuff like that. I'm not saying we have to have logos or something, but if they had, like, some cool borders or, like, some that you could add on, or you can keep it the way it is. I guess we could add stuff onto the screen to make it look like there's borders, if you're really talented on doing that, but... I gotta get my first fives done at the other rides myself. I've only done powder keg so far. I was off on the first, so I didn't get anything done that day, and today I was at powder keg, so that's the only one I got done. I still need to do Outlaw, I still need to do Barn Swing and Silos, I still need to do Time Traveler, still gotta do Fire in the Hole. Kind of wish we could do all our first fives in one place. It sucks that we have to go to every ride and get them done, and we're supposed to have them done before the 5th of the month. Sometimes that can be a challenge. No, I didn't get by Outlaw. I should go by Outlaw tomorrow and get it done. And if I do that, I might as well get Swings done too, because it's right there. I need to make a nice exit gate for this. It's so nice that we can go with, we can take the curbs away now. It's so amazing. It's like, look, there's paths here, and you don't even see them. This exit actually ended up working a lot better than I thought it would. I mean, there's clipping through here a little bit and glitching, but they're actually going all the way. Well, never mind, they just jumped down. Just kidding. Maybe I shouldn't have been so confident in my my stuff there. I was a little too confident. Yeah, it's like what I did with the on-ride photo here. I made it to where you can have a little ladder that goes up to it, and I utilized this support to be the support for this camera. Should we throw in some, like, I don't know, onboard audio? I don't know why, but, like, I just use some, like, something from the game audio would be kind of cool. What do we got here? It's actually some cool music, actually. Dawn of Creativity. I actually just love this song. I'm not using it for this, but, like, let's look at some of the Viking stuff. I need something exciting. No, I thought I did pretty good on this layout for, I've never done a B&M Wave, surf coaster. So I decided to finally build one in Planet Coaster 2 because it was one of the highlight new coasters in Planet Coaster 2, and I never had built one yet, so I thought it would be fun to throw together a cool little blueprint, did some custom supports. We're going to do a lot with this. I'm going to do some water features here too that will be triggered. But right now I'm thinking about doing some onboard audio, but I want to just use something from in here. Resort, would be good. Aquatic. Let's see what Aquatic has. I need something more fast-paced and exciting, though. Like, these are all great, though. Dude, I love the zero-G roll. I am very happy with how that zero-G roll turned out. It's one of the best zero-G rolls I've ever made in the game. Like, look how beautiful. Like, look at that, man, I even got the heart line in there. Like, that is a beautiful roll. It turned out really good. One of the best rolls I've done. Yeah, the Legacy. It's called Wave Coaster in Planet Coaster 2, since I can't use the word Surf Coaster. That's why I said surf at first. Or wave at first. Yeah, they brought all the themes from Planet Coaster 1. Awesome. We got the sci-fi and fairy tale and pirate now. What was the one? Oh yeah, rock metal. I, for some reason, love this song. It's like my favorite thing ever. For some reason, it reminds me of Aerosmith. It makes me want to make like a rock and roller coaster type of thing. I don't know why, but we're gonna utilize this song in here. I want to see what it's like with this song. We're not gonna use this song, but I think it'd be funny. Not Rock Dog. We're not doing a Rock Dog. Don't even bring that up. Does it not sound like Aerosmith? Sounds like Steven Tyler. I don't know why, but I kind of want to leave it in there. But yeah, to me, it sounds like Steven Tyler to me. Like, for some reason, I just hear Aerosmith on that. I love hearing it go by and hearing it go off. Leave it, it's perfect. It kind of works like you're surfing, you know? You use computers to generate that, but I wonder if they use Steven Tyler's voice or something, because it literally is what it sounds like. I think they have actual people. It's definitely not AI. Like, the voice has to have been recorded by someone. It doesn't sound... It sounds too natural. And I'm curious of what the lyrics are in English, because obviously it's in the Plenko language. Like, I'm curious of what it is. What the lyrics are. I love how the shaping on this turn turned out. It turned out really well. I don't know, but whoever they got to do the audio or the voice sounds just like Steven Tyler. I'm kind of sad that I haven't done a surf coaster in a while. Or I haven't done a surf coaster yet. Why would you be surprised I knew who Steven Tyler was? I love Aerosmith. What do you mean? Bro, I, like, went through a big classic rock phase when I was a kid, okay? Like, my parents listened to the heck out of classic rock, so, yeah, I know who Aerosmith and Steven Tyler is. One of my favorites was definitely Styx. I love Styx. Yeah, I'm sure Brecken probably doesn't know who that is. Might have been the same song from Rock and Roller. I mean, it's all Aerosmith songs from Rock and Roller Coaster, so. I know, I love Aerosmith. Some of my favorite music to play in Guitar Hero 2 is Aerosmith songs. And one of my favorite bands is Styx. Love Styx. I've only been to one real concert, I would say. Styx was playing live. They were in Branson? No way. I wish I would have known that. May have gone, because, like, it is actually one of the only concerts I've gone to is a Styx concert, which was pretty cool. I think it was Ted Nugent, REO Speedwagon, and Styx. But I was mainly there for Styx. It was awesome. But that was like one of the few concerts I've actually been to. They were playing in Springfield that time. That was quite a long time ago though. But that was fun. But all right, I think I might actually head out here now. For now, I've absolutely had a lot of fun in the stream. If I'm feeling up to it tomorrow, we might be back tomorrow night as well. Just need to go ahead and save. Just got to get a sick shot. Get a nice shot. I'm always like, I always have to get a really cool shot when I save the park, because this is the thumbnail it's going to use, you know? When you save the park, that's going to be there. I always have to have a really nice shot, so. Renegade is amazing. I do love Renegade. Can't forget about Come Sail Away, Mr. Roboto, and all the Blue Collar Man, Sweet Madam Blue, Miss America. Love all of them. But yeah, see now if we go to my parks, look at that. Alright, one more treat for you guys. In case you guys missed the episode today, we did do a Windland Adventure Resort episode. I'm going to show you guys, we finished the water park. Basically, have finished the water park. Which is pretty awesome. So if you guys haven't seen the episode today, I urge you to go watch it, but Joe actually likes good music. I do like some good music out there. I'm more classic rock. That's probably one of my favorites. But yeah, look at this. The water park is pretty much done. We got 2 water coasters. We have a family raft ride. We have the drop slides. We have some other slides. We have mat racers. We have all of it. And a wave pool. And then we have the resort as well. And now, once we start up, we're going to start on the dry park next. I'm very excited for that. It's going to be very Epic Universe inspired. Very, very excited for that. Have water coasters always been in the game? Yes, actually. They are just under the flume option, and then there's these like little water jet. You can actually do the water jets and lift hills with them. So like you can actually do lift hills, you can do the water jet launches, just like actual water coasters. I also have like a little half pipe finale here for this one. Which is pretty neat. But yeah, they're just hidden in the regular flumes, so like you can just add on to these. Which is pretty cool. See, here they come up through there. Waiting for one to come through the half pipe. Yeah, we could kind of create splash. The only thing is you can't have a continuous loop. That's the only downside. You can't have like a station that connects with it. You have to have it separated. Whee! Too bad it doesn't go all the way up, but we're higher. And then this is the one I made. This is kind of like Mammoth with the larger raft. Larger rafts that we got. You can have an unload platform. Yeah, I guess you could technically just have an unload platform. Basically, so. But yeah, let's check it out real quick, and then we'll head out for the night. So, appreciate you guys being here. My treat to you guys, in case you haven't seen the episode that we did earlier. Let's go ahead and let's play. We've got Joe's Barbecue because I have the best barbecue. This is our City Walk area, by the way, in case you didn't know. So, very inspired by Universal City Walk. I need to turn the audio off on those since we can do that now. So to the left, that's gonna be the area. That's what we're gonna be working on next. That's gonna lead you into the dry park. We have a second level of shops up there, but we do have other shops here as well. Leading us over here, which we have an outdoor stage. And right now, Gulpy's performing on stage. He's awesome. We even got a little control booth for the stage. We have the Windland Sports Grill, which is a functioning restaurant. I need to do more interior in here, but it is, for the most part, got the layout done. But this is going to be a full actual functional restaurant. And then we go over here. We do have some food trucks over there too. That's a backstage area. Some changing rooms and bathrooms as we go into the one and only Windland Paradise Adventure. That's the name of the water park. The whole entire resort's called Windland Adventure Resort, but each one's going to have a different adventure name. So this is Paradise Adventure, which is the water park, and then the regular one is going to be Universe Adventure. Was that the name? I think it was I can't remember the name of my own parks. I think the Lazy River turned out really cool, though. There's a Lazy River off to the left. We have a couple different entry spots. We can walk through the Lazy River. Here is our restaurant. We have our restaurant in the water park here. Nice little sit-down restaurant. We got some restrooms right there. Turned out really cool. We have an outdoor section for the restaurant, too. Then we have Sea Serpent, which is our drop slide, which does go underwater, by the way. We actually have the tubes going underneath the water right there. Very heavily inspired by, I think there's some slides in Aquatica that I went to back in 2016 that does that. And it actually has the water slides go underwater. And you can see that it goes through this wall and it comes out right there. But our slides actually go underneath the water. The Lazy River actually be opening during night water there. Absolutely. Alright, see you, Silas. Have a good night. But pretty cool. It was kind of hard to figure out how to do, but we did get it done. And then we do have Eruption, which is our little side complex up on the little volcano. A little inspired by Volcano Bay, slightly, like a smaller version of it. And every few seconds, the water splashes up from the volcano like that, which is pretty cool. Let's do a little run-through of the Lazy River here. Go into our little cave over here. Did use a lot of natural rocks around it as well. You can also get out on this side, which takes you on the other side of the water park. There's another main exit and entrance. And we have a spot here with a waterfall, and you can go either one way or the other. We'll go on this side, because why not? Of course, we gotta have the lifeguards in there, making sure our guests are safe. Go over here, we do have some little statues shooting some water out at ya. And then we'll pop out, and that's the whole river right there. A shark. But if we keep heading back this way, it will lead us towards some other fun stuff. A lot of different directions we can kind of go here, but we're going to go this way. We do have a tipping bucket. We also have a family raft ride. Tipping bucket actually does tip water out. I did this as a blueprint a while back. It actually does tip the water over the whole thing, which is pretty cool. Wait for it. Gotta wait for it to fill up. You can actually see the water actually is up there filling the bucket up. Visually, anyways. And then it shall tip over. Boom. Which is pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of that. If we head over here, we do have the wave pool. Getting some sick waves. And its backdrop is that awesome volcano kind of structure. A lot of seating areas here. If we head back over here, we have a whole other section of the water park with a few slides. Cool scenery and such going over here. We have some mat slides. And then my Viking slide complex as well over here. Pretty sick. Little mat racers. I have a few more stands here, and then the Viking slides. Whee. What the heck just happened there? Did you just, like, fly? Volcano Bay vibes, that's definitely a little bit of the inspiration, obviously, because this whole resort is inspired by Universal, so, you'll see a lot of, the dry park is going to be very, very inspired by Epic Universe. A lot inspired by Epic Universe. You're going to see that for sure. Because we're going to have a Viking section. Don't know if I'm going to have dragons yet. I haven't made that decision. I don't want it to be exactly like How to Train Your Dragon, but because it's not going to be that IP or anything. Then we have our water coasters. This will be the entrance to this one as well. Lead you into there, and then the exit is right there, and this is a little pathway. We even have little backstage areas. For instance, if you go through here, this will be a backstage area, which also has some employee parking and a warehouse. But it's going to have a Viking section. I talked about it in the video, I think, but we're going to have a Viking section, which is going to go up next to here, which kind of ties up with the Viking-themed slides here, so it'll kind of connect together because the Viking section is going to be on this side right here. We're also going to have a Western theme, so I'm branching off a little bit into my own themes. I'm not going to do everything the same as, so we're not doing like a Wizarding World theme or anything like that. We're going to do a Western theme, because Western has always been my big expertise, I guess, in theme park design. So like Western has always been my go-to theme, just in general. So we're going to do a Western area, and then we're also going to be doing a steampunk section. I'm very excited for that. So we're not doing Mario or anything. We're going to do a steampunk section, and then also we're going to, because I love Dark Universe so much, I think we're going to do like a spooky / horror themed section as well. I'm really excited for that as also. And then the central hub is going to be kind of like Celestial Park, where it's going to have like kind of some light space theming also as well. So that is going to be super exciting. I'm so excited to get into the main park. I've built it all the way up to this point, and I'm so excited to get into it. So I appreciate you guys being here. That's a little bit of a sneak peek into Windland Adventure Resort. Again, full episode is up. If you guys want to check out, the episode and everything. We're gonna do some cool stuff in there. I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight's stream, guys. I hope you guys had a great time. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. If not, I'll see you guys on the next stream, whenever it may be. So, but appreciate you guys all being here and supporting me. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the stream, everything. All the support helps so much. And be sure to check out all my other content as well if you haven't already. So we're back, baby. We're back. So very excited. But anyways, thank you guys for being here, guys. Make sure you have a great day, and you're cool tomorrow. I'll see you guys next time, and have a wonderful night, guys. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Thanks, and goodbye.